It's Shane Watson here for Traveller Boxers TV. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Tom Not So Little. How are you getting on there?
Yep, and my boy.
Yes. Can't really see it properly, but
Oh, yes.
basically put your knives down and start boxing.
Put your
Basically
knives
the
down,
motto of that
pick the
t-shirt.
guns up.
Yeah. Not actual guns if you do have any at home, but just arms. But Tom getting ready for the big fight against Majidov in Saudi Arabia. I never thought I'd put that together. Saudi Arabia and Tom Little.
So what the funny thing is, Eddie made a laughing joke about it, like in an IFL interview, like when they said the first going to Saudi, he went, "Who else you got on the card?" And he was like, "Oh, Tom Little." Like, and then, yeah, what goes around comes around, son.
He's there. Get ready, Saudi. You've got a big heavyweight coming to
Get his hands
unload.
chopped
But how's training camp going for the fight anyway?
off. You know what? I ain't gonna say I'm having the best training camp in my life because I say that every time, but everything's going how I want it to go. I'm very, very, very happy. I've had like extremely good notice because I was meant to be on the November 30th card, so I was already in training for that. And then I've had brilliant sparring. Been up with Joshua, been with Dylan White. Like I've had unbelievable sparring, everything. So I can't really complain. I just got to go and get the job done.
What have you seen of Majidov that makes you confident going into the fight?
He's got a big nose.
You can't miss it then, yeah?
No, I'm gonna put a target on it. No, this ain't really seen a lot of him. There ain't really a lot of footage about him. I think he's a massive puncher, and he's a big puncher. I heard he showed a little bit vulnerable in his first fight, but he shared the ring with some of the best as an amateur. Shan't take him for granted, but I shan't lose no sleep about him either. Do you know what I mean? I'm just preparing to do what I can do. Ideally, he seems, from what I've seen, cut out quite nice for me. So,
How do you think he'll deal with the whole fight week in Saudi? Like I said, it's very different to anywhere you fought before.
yeah, that's
Heat being
fine.
outside, the fight is outside as well.
Boys, I'm a traveller. I'm born to fight.
To be fair,
Don't worry about that.
but with the sand,
sand. Listen, if things do come on top a bit, I'll chuck a bit of sand in his eyes.
Exactly.
Get used to them tactics.
Yeah.
Bang, stick the nut in. Drop the knee on him while the rest looking the other way.
Bite his ear.
Don't know about that. That's a bit
No?
much, isn't it? But no, yeah, we're just gonna plod on. Hopefully, come back with a good win. Go, God's on my side. I'll come back with a good win, nice, fit and healthy, and then get a good domestic fight.
I was talking to the boys earlier that were interviewed, and obviously all from travelling background. Do you think that boxers with travelling background get treated differently in some aspects to other fighters that maybe have a different background?
No, I don't. I don't think. Do you know what? I don't think they get the exposure. Like Billy Joe, I don't think he gets the exposure a two-weight world champion would get if they were normal. But I don't know whether that's through coincidence or whether it's through that. I don't really know. Really, the only thing is, look, we're all starting to do a lot better because we know there's money to be earned out of it, and they're like you're getting more and more. Boy, you have a look in the amateurs, travelling lads. They pretty much rule the amateur sport. Do you know what I mean? They pretty much rule it, but then they go and get married and drive up and down, find partying and whatever, and go the other way. But now they're seeing more boys succeed and doing well out of it. You're going to see more and more and more coming through.
So, talking about the heavyweight boxing scene, recently we got Derek Chisora, who had a very good win over David Price. I'd probably like to see David Price call it a day now from the sport. He hasn't got much more to achieve.
I'd never tell anyone to retire. I'd never tell anyone to do that. But if he feels like he's done enough in sport, or if he feels like he got more to offer, that's only a decision David should make himself. There's plenty of people there to tell you to hang it up and what you should do, but the only ones he needs to listen to are his family and the people that genuinely care about his welfare. But if he feels that he got more to offer the sport, then crack on, son. Go earn your money, mate. I don't think that was the best David Price we've seen, like, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
just, I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what, but I don't think we got a good account. That weren't the David Price that beat Dave Allen, even though
I
that
think,
weren't Dave
short,
Allen stood in front of him. Do you know what I mean?
short training camp maybe was what it was as well. It was cut short by a whole month. So
Yeah, so like, you know what I mean. You got to cut him a bit of that, but it's just everybody just always waits for a slip up from him. Do you know what I mean? And it's quite sad, really. I've got a lot of time for David.
of course. There's a lot of rumours, and I have my own opinion on it. But Derek Chisora fighting Alexander Usyk up at heavyweight, potentially for the vacant WBO title as well. What's your thoughts?
Trial gonna vacate?
Well, no, it's WBO, the actual WBO,
Oh.
because the winner of Josh Ruiz is going to have to either vacate the
He's
IBF.
something regular, only WBO regular.
Yeah, no. Shaw, I don't know, somehow has got his hands on it without fighting in for 2 years. But the WBO, so Joshua Ruiz is either going to have to vacate the IBF or the WBO. And it's the WBO that's being highly thought of that's going to be vacated. I don't know if that's because
the IBF is a bit more lucrative belt, isn't it?
I think that probably more is that Pulev is holding it rather than Usyk. So you'd have to fight Pulev for the IBF or Usyk for the WBO.
Yeah, fight Pulev.
I don't know if that is the reason, but that's
100% the reason.
Yeah. So Usyk against Chisora for a heavyweight showdown.
Good payday for Derek.
But David Hay and Derek think that they will knock Chisora out because no, they think they would knock Usyk out. Sorry.
Do you know what? Once I thought was gonna fart and I shit myself.
Yeah.
That's what Fink does. Like,
Yeah.
I wish Derek's a Brit. I hope he goes out and absolutely splatters the Ukrainian.
Yeah.
But the man's special. Like, and it ain't like he's jumping up 3 or 4 weight classes. It's a matter of pound.
Yeah.
And like, Derek's not that much naturally bigger man than him. Do you know what I mean? The only people you say, the only ones that he's gonna struggle with are the big, tall, rangy fighters. Like the Wilders and the Furies, and do you know what I'm saying? Like the big units with good boxing intelligence.
Yeah.
Then he's gonna struggle. But like with guys sort of his own size, all they do is carry a few pound on him. A few pound ain't really gonna matter to him. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I
mean, the thing is as well, people do forget. I know it was in the amateurs, and the pro style was very different to the amateur style. But Usyk has beaten heavyweights before. It's not.
Yeah, he beat Joe Joyce.
He beat Joe Joyce. He beat. I think he beat Hrgovic as well.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I could be wrong. I might have got that wrong, but I think he has beat Hrgovic as well. I mean, and they're two big heavyweights. I know it's the amateurs and the pros. Yeah, it's completely different, but
it still proves that he can hold a heavyweight's power. That's what I'm saying. They don't hit no softer in the amateurs.
Yeah.
The only thing is, it's a bit tighter gloves, isn't it? But
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a big believer in his movement and his trap setting, and I don't like, if you're a walk forward fighter, his style is going to be murders for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I think that's what people think, and that's what I think they forget as well. I mean, yeah, Chisora comes forward, he's relentless pressure and stuff like that, but I think that style was made for Usyk.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
That's like...
It's like if you're a come forward fighter and you're going to fight Billy Joe Saunders, you're just going to get your head pinged back all day for fun.
Let me put it this way, that's the same reason why your Golovkins and that ain't really wanted none of Billy Joe. Exact same reason, do you know what I mean? Like, there's people around that know what the outcome of the fight's going to be, but it's just whether them people want the money more than your win. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a big percentage to come out of that purse of Derek's, because that's a big purse fight.
Yeah.
So that's when you look at the people around you and you say, right, what do they want more? Do they want me to win another fight, or do they want the percentage? Is it a cashing out fight?
Yeah.
Derek's had a very good career, a very glitterful career. Do you know what I mean? Is it a cash out fight?
But do you think this is Chisora at the best we've ever seen him though? This is what people were trying to claim. I mean, I know it's probably fitter and stronger than he's ever been, but do you think that necessarily means that it's the best Chisora?
Derek ain't doing nothing different, really. I don't see, do he? I don't know. I might not be.
I mean, the only thing I would maybe argue is that he's fitter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But anyone can get fitter, anyone can get stronger. But technically, is what I'm saying. I don't see him doing anything. Mind you, he did use his jab more the other night.
But you know, one thing I did disagree.
But that's just him. If he turns up, he turns up. If he don't, like, he's hot and cold. He's been a bit more consistent. That's the only thing I will say about him.
One thing David Hay said in an interview the other day, his 10-year anniversary over the Valio thing, and I really did disagree with. He said Chisora is still fresh. He's not taken a lot of punishment over his career, and I would say probably out of all the heavyweights that are still active today, he's probably taken the most punishment. Yeah. Maybe an argument with David Price, but
I don't know. I've took a fair bit of punishment.
12 hard rounds of Hardy Klitschko, knocked out in 5 by David Hay. Absolutely, absolutely obliterated by Tyson Fury. One of the biggest beatdowns I've ever seen in British boxing.
Like, it's literally, it's one of, like, he's had a hard career, hasn't he? He's had a hard career, and I hope he's earned a lot of money out of it. And I hope when he do decide to hang him up, he's very happy, and God blesses him with something else to do. Do you know what I mean? But he's still getting the big fights, isn't he? So he's still going.
And what's your thoughts on the recent call out with Dave Allen wants to fight Daniel Dubois? Daniel Dubois, someone you shared a ring with, and Dave Allen.
Dave. There you go.
Or maybe Hrgovic actually in February.
What?
Or Hrgovic in February.
Right. You're right. This is what I'm gonna.
There probably isn't much better people to ask for the opinion than from you.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna put this here to you now. How is Dave Allen a step up from what they're fighting now? What has Dave Allen achieved? What I didn't achieve what has he done?
I don't think it's the reason why they're fighting him. I think it's obviously trying to...
Just a name, isn't it?
Yeah, get the exposure. People are going to tune in and watch it. I think that's what it is. I don't think they think, oh, we're going to really step it up here and we're going to fight Dave Allen. And that's no disrespect to Dave Allen at all, because any man that gets in the ring's got a set of balls on him, more balls than me as well. But it's more that Hrgovic has beaten some of these... Hrgovic is fighting Eric Molina in his next fight. And Eric Molina, you'd have to say, he's a former world title challenger. Rocked Deontay Wilder and stuff in the past. Okay, don't get me wrong, he's seen better days, but he's still above Dave Allen, isn't it? So
yeah, definitely, also. Do you know what? If I was him, I'd stay away from Philip. I genuinely would. I wouldn't be too hasty about jumping in there with Daniel, but if you've got to pick one of the two, pick Daniel. If he's got to pick one of the two to go in with. But with the matchroom connections and ties and whatever, I've seen him jumping in with Hrgovic out the two, and yeah.
But there's never really an easy way going about it. Even then you got Bacoli as well, and he's looking very good at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's not fought any great opposition to look good against, but...
If I was him, I'd jump in with Martin. Sparred Martin. Sparred numerous rounds with Daniel. Got my face obliterated by Hrgovic. Take your chances with Martin.
Do you actually see Dave beating any of the names that are said at all?
Personally, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm only being honest. He's a lovely fella, and I hope he's getting through.
Do you think the Ultimate Boxer would have been a good thing for him? The Ultimate Boxer?
Yeah, but he was going on that he was above that and whatever. So, like, how can you look above that? I was part of the original lineup for that Ultimate Boxer.
Until you got obviously the Saudi opportunity.
I got this opportunity and I took it. So, like, you got to look at yourself.
You might see that he's above it because obviously he did knock out Nick Webb, and Nick Webb's probably the favourite to win that.
I beat two fellas that are in it.
Yeah.
And beat them quite comfortably, but very comfortably.
I mean, for me, I think Camille's probably Camille's the favourite for that tournament.
I can't really say who I see the favourite because I'm good friends with like a lot of them that's in it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have no what's up.
I mean, just going off actual records. I mean, Camille beat Nick Webb.
You'll have to put him thereabouts, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, if Camille's record was actually real, he would have not have lost that much. Honestly, he might have lost like 4 or 5 times in his career rather than 12 because he's been robbed numerous times.
Just for the camera, he didn't get robbed against me.
Yeah, that was not what we was hinting at there, guys. Don't worry about it. It's not what we was hinting at. But definitely got robbed against Lucas Brown. Definitely got robbed against Gary Cornish.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that was a robbery and a half. That was.
Yeah. I mean, the chances are if you knock someone down twice in a 6-rounder, you should be getting a decision. But
Minimum draw.
yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, boxing is what it is. But anyway, moving on. Joshua Ruiz. Let's considering you're on the card as well. Let's get a prediction before that fight. I know you've been doing a bit of rounds of Joshua as well, and we'll go on to that next.
Listen, I hope Joshua's getting everything together that he's working on in camp. So it's still going to be a very hard night for him. Ruiz, I said when they took him over the Miller fight the first time, I said that fella can fight. I said he can genuinely
Very fast hands.
very fast hands. He's everything that a Joshua and that don't really want, and he bangs a bit. But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to being part of the experience out there. It's something to tell the grandkids about if I ever have any.
Yeah.
That are boxing that show, because that's going to be one of them shows that go down in history. And yeah, listen, hopefully he pulls it off.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for talking Traveller Boxers TV. I know you want to watch Louis spar, 2 rounds. And we'll catch up again soon.
Alright, God bless, thank you.